Hey guys, and welcome to this week's episode of State Champs Chat. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Lauren.
And first we're going to talk about what's trending, and we have to talk about this as much as we don't want to, the Michigan State game this weekend.
Well, with 10 seconds left, I'm sure all of you guys saw it. State recovered a botched punt attempt and returned it 30-something yards for a touchdown to win the game 27-23.
Yes, it was probably the worst 10 seconds of play for every Michigan fan, and it was crazy seeing. I know Lauren was at the game.
Me personally, after that happened, I just stood there with my mouth open for 10 minutes straight, and same with every other single Michigan and Michigan State fan in that crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I think nobody really wanted to see a win that way. Everyone wanted to see a good game, and that we got, which is awesome, but everyone was kind of like, what was that?
I know, it was really crazy, and especially after Michigan just stopped Michigan State from scoring, then we're thinking, oh, they have a chance.
So do you think that it's D'Antonio's great play calling or Michigan's blunder that won MSU the game?
A little bit of both. I mean, D'Antonio was great, 11 guys all blitzing the ball. They didn't even have anyone to catch the punt, but at the same time, Harbaugh should have had all the guys there blocking instead of having two to run up and go,
It's a shame because the entire game before that, everyone was praising Harbaugh.
Yeah.
It's all about coaching. Coaching, you guys. Michigan is looking so great because of coaching, and then this happens, and it's really unfortunate.
And another unfortunate thing, Blake O'Neal, the punter, actually is getting death threats now on Twitter, on social media, which is just an awful thing. Like, yeah, he made a mistake. The snap was also not that great, but not one play defines how someone wins.
Right, and he had a great game before that. And Harbaugh did say this week, however, that he's a strong kid. A lot of you guys don't know him like we know him, and he's going to make it through this. So that's great to hear, obviously, because he shouldn't be
down in the dumps about that.
Yeah, absolutely not. It was a fluke. I mean, miracle, whatever it was a crazy play, and it shouldn't be completely blamed on anybody.
Well, fun game to watch. It was just a great game on both sides, really close. It kept all the fans in the game, so at least we had that. We had a great game to watch,
Yeah, exactly. I think that's all anybody could have hoped for. Now it's time to talk about our Athlete of the Week, and this week it's coming out of Plymouth High School. It is Michael Jordan, not to be confused with the Bulls' Michael Jordan, but he is an offensive and defensive lineman that announced that he is enrolling in Ohio State early this past week.
6'7", 302 pounds, an absolute massive guy. And he really, really makes an impact on the field. Kyle Brinza actually helped influence him to commit early to his school.
Yeah, and he said, not only am I enrolling in January at Ohio State, but he also announced that he's going to play in the U.S. Army All-American game, which he said he's really pumped about.
Yeah, which is great for him. Those games are always fun to watch as well.
So he's our Athlete of the Week this week. Make sure you send us your nominations for Athlete of the Week. We want to hear from you guys. Don't forget, this is about you guys. Now it's time to head to Hot Topics. This one is a little bit sad. There was a high school football player in Texas that just passed away this past week.
I know, that makes the 6th kid in the last month or two that have passed away from different things on the sidelines during a game, out of a game. What does it kind of say to parents who are having their kids play football?
I think it's a big deterrent for it. There's already so much stuff regarding football that parents are worried about. Concussions, now that information about that is becoming more and more prevalent, a lot of parents are questioning whether they want their kids to play football. And now this, like Lauren said, he's the 6th kid this year. There were 11 in 2014. Yeah. They weren't really clear about the details. They said he was dizzy and had a seizure. But this is huge. It made national headlines. CNN posted an article about all the kids that have passed away this year, and it's really sad. It's kind of, what do we do about this?
Exactly, it is really sad, and that means we need to start looking ahead and seeing what kind of injuries we can prevent, what kind of things we can do to prevent certain things like this from happening, life or death situations.
Yeah, and this also ties into my feature that'll be on State Champs this week about heart issues and about having AEDs present at school. So, this is a huge issue, and we would like to hear from you guys on what you think about this. How are different ways that you think we can prevent injuries on the football field? What do you guys think? So let us know. And now it's time to stick with football, and we're going to talk about our score, our fumble this week. So starting a freshman QB, Detroit Catholic Central has been, preparing one of their freshmen all season long, and he really got to play against De La Salle this past week, and he played really well.
Yeah, freshman quarterback Austin Brown. he kind of was like the role of head signal caller, wasn't he?
Yeah, and they've been kind of, preparing him for that all season, and then he really got to play against De La Salle.
Yeah.
CC got the win over them, which was huge. And then Brother Rice also pulled up a freshman QB this
Mariano Valenti.
Yeah.
Valenti.
Yeah, they pulled him up this past weekend. And so I thought it was a great score fumble this week to say, what do you think about that? Do you think it's a good thing to play a true freshman in a quarterback position, whether it's high school or college? Those are both kind of different.
I guess people say experience leads to better play, but at the same time, some people are really, really talented. As a freshman, maybe we're bringing in new thoughts, new play calling and stuff like that, and it can kind of switch up the offense a little bit, kind of throw the defense off on the other team. So I think it's a score.
Yeah, I think it's a really good thing. However, in college, I wouldn't necessarily say a score. I might say fumble in college. I don't think they know the plays well enough in college, and they might not have the size.
And you even think of someone like Alex Malzone, great high school quarterback, going into Michigan. I think he kind of wanted to play his freshman year.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk about that.
Not having a quarterback until they got Jake Rudock. But I think that it's a good idea that Harbaugh kind of is redshirting him a year, helping him grow both physically, both mentally, and everything like that.
Right, in terms of learning everything, that takes a lot of effort.
Definitely.
And finally, our clip of the week. Hate to share this, but we had to. It was an awesome video. It's been all
funny.
over.
It's really funny.
All over.
One of the Michigan fans really was upset after the game, and he just let out a full bawl, tears, baby crocodile cries. He's a bigger guy, too.
Yeah, Scott Edwards, he's a Michigan fan, uploaded this video to Facebook after the game of him hysterical in the big house. Absolutely hysterical.
Rocking back and forth, just really not knowing what's up, what's down. He was just really, really distraught about that loss.
I mean, I think we were all pretty distraught, but at least this brought some comic relief to the situation. So we thought we would share this clip of the week with you guys. Make sure to send us your clips of the week. We want to hear from you guys.
Definitely. Well, we'll see you guys next week on State Champs Chat.